Bonafide Hustler here, Bonafide Hustler here, Bonafide Hustler here. And today I'm going to teach you about vintage BMX bikes. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the outside of my house. And today we're going to learn about two vintage bikes really quickly because one has already sold and both of them I picked up 2 days ago. Now, there are two things that are very important about vintage bikes. First, they're very collectible, and B, they're pretty easy to spot. But to tell you every single brand right here in this video is going to take forever because there are a lot of brands of vintage bikes when it comes to BMX that you should be looking for. Now, the two bikes you see behind me are technically BMX bikes, which stands for bicycle motocross, which is basically going around in a dirt oval or a dirt track to race other people. The smaller bike right there is commonly referred to as a pit bike, but it's still BMX or freestyle, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, people call them pit bikes when they're really small like that. Now, the one behind me right here is a 1983 Schwinn Predator. Now, this one right here is just a standard BMX bike. But let's talk about what you need to look for in order to be able to spot these things. Now we'll start the learning with this one right here. I'm going to show you 4 things that you should be looking for, 4 good things when it comes to vintage BMX. If you find one or more of these 4 things on a bike, you should definitely whip out your phone and do a little bit of research, but you're probably looking at a vintage BMX. The very first thing is the handlebars. You know, a very straight cut on the top of the handlebars or a V is something you want to be looking for. As you can see, this one has a V right around here. That's pretty cool. Second thing you want to be looking for is something called a layback seat post, which is right around right there. See that? The seat post is laying back. So that's what a layback seat post is. That's the second thing. And the third thing I see a lot on vintage BMX is a plastic seat. Completely plastic, very hard on your butt, but still plastic. Fourth thing that I see on vintage BMX bikes, on a lot of them, are bear trap pedals, okay? They look just like that down there. And they look like little bear traps, but they're very high quality pedals, and they do hurt when they hit your shins if you miss a jump or something like that. Ow. 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 This one I picked up 2 days ago. $14.99 at the Goodwill. I think its resale value is about $200 plus. Alright guys, so this is the real winner right here, which is an old school GT Performer. More than likely from 1987 or so. But this one's the real winner because A, it was 10 bucks, and B, it just sold for 550 bucks. So I got to bring it over to the bike shop so I can get packaged up. Okay, so you know, looking at those 4 things on this bike, I'll find one of the 4 things on this bike which leads me to look further into it. But I already knew what this bike was when I saw it. Anyway, so seat, plastic, all right, sweet. Time to look it up and see if it's worth anything. But yeah, the plastic seat is certainly right there. The handlebars are a little bit more like a standard bike handlebar, but they do have a little bit of a V right here, just not like a very aggressive V like the other one. So when you're looking for vintage BMX, you're looking for a very aggressive V. Yeah, a V like this, but they make some of these handlebars like this today. Or you want to look for a straight cut handlebar where the actual bar here goes all the way to the top. Okay, it makes a real straight bar right there. That's what you're looking for. Bear trap pedals, unfortunately on this one there are no bear trap pedals down there. They're just normal standard plastic pedals. And a layback seat post, you know, some of these models came with layback seat posts and some did not. This one obviously does not have a layback seat post down there, so that's definitely not one of the 4 things that you'll find on this bike. One of the things that you will notice on this bike is the vibrant color and the crazy, you know, retro looking stickers and everything. So that was a dead giveaway as well. Like I said, I already knew what this bike was when I picked it up. But for you guys out there who might not know anything about vintage bikes, that's definitely some of the things you want to look out for. Of course, yeah, I guess the 5th thing to look for is crazy vintage retro decals. That'll definitely give a bike away pretty quickly. But yeah, the hustler ain't gonna complain when a bike sells for $550 and I bought for 10 bucks. I think that's a great hustler flip. I think that's something that any one of you guys out there can do for sure. Okay, I'm here at Cycle Progression in South Austin, and I'm here with Emil. Yes.
Hi, I'm Emil.
All right, this is his shop, and this is where I bring all my bikes when I actually ship them off. But here today, dude, what do you think of this one? I brought you a lot of bikes before, right?
Yeah.
And this one, the most interesting one, what do you think?
I don't know, this is probably one of the sweetest ones you've sent me. You know, Chris is a great customer of ours, always brings some really, really cool, just one-off bikes, vintage bikes, just awesome stuff to see. This comes back in my heyday. I know I'm not that old, but this is, you know, typical, awesome, high-end 80s BMX. Like, it's got the Odyssey brakes with the drilled speed holes, matching lever. Like, this was top bike in its heyday.
Back in '87 or so, like this thing was how much? About 300 or so?
Probably around 300 or so, give or take.
Which is not chump change, right?
Yeah, give or take a few bucks. This was a higher end bike. You know, it competed with, you know, the $300 hutches out there that were the 16-inch wheels and things. And BMX has a strong, strong history, and they made nice bikes just all throughout their years. And man, just this little thing, it ripped. Man, it's just really cool to see stuff like that still survive in those days because, you know, people beat up their stuff.
Well, cool, man. Well, I'm glad you liked it, man. We're going to get this thing shipped off to LA, and thanks for being on the video, man.
Awesome. Yeah,
all right,
Chris.
brother. You got it. Cool. And don't forget to find me on Facebook at the Bonafide Hustler when you find a bike that maybe you've bought and you're real proud of it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at YouTube Hustler. And the kind of stuff that we just talked about in this video definitely is green room kind of stuff. So, you know, join the green room if you want more information like this, write-ups of things like this that are very intricate. The green room's link will be down below. And I hope you like this video. I hope you got some great education. Talk to you guys soon. Bye! Bunch of sales, and then I'll report to you guys after. All right, so I'm about to step out of this neighborhood. I found 3 things that are interesting. Leather chaps, Harley Davidson signature one's pretty cool with reflective tape right there. That was $40. Probably about